Okay, we're getting ready to start our Universal Design for Online Course Development class. So I just wanted to share with you that the course has been open and you're able to go in and start on the very first module, just introducing yourself, getting familiar with the Canvas environment. And then for the next 10 weeks, we're going to explore universal design and accessibility. And I have to tell you, it's pretty exciting. It's broader than I thought it would be, and I'm trying to just make some really exciting activities for you to participate in, and I do want your feedback. This is the first time I've taught this class. So with that, I want to show you a little bit around the classroom so you can feel comfortable and get started. Hi everyone, this is inside the EDUC 52 Universal Design for Online Course Development. I wanted to give you a very short tour of the class so you can get in, explore, and take care of some beginning activities that we normally do in every one of my education classes. So first of all, you probably recognize this global menu. This is where you're going to be taking care of your profile, your settings, your notifications, and then we'll explore, or you'll have an opportunity to find out more about files in this class. And then this is your course menu, and we'll go through each of the items, but this is a quick way to get to some of the items. And as you can see, they're labeled a little bit differently than your course menu. In this case, this is your final project. And this is something new I'm trying. I'm allowing you to see your final project from the very beginning of class. I want you to be able to keep this in mind as you start to learn each and every one of the techniques for universal design and accessibility. So as you can see, it gives you some instructions on how you can actually get started anytime you're ready. So you'll let me know what you think about that, I'm sure. All right, so let's just talk about the announcements. Every week I'm going to have an announcement. And if you set up your notifications correctly, those announcements will be sent to your YCCD email. And I really like that because sometimes you don't pop into the class every hour and you do maybe check your email a little bit more frequently. But hopefully you'll be going into the online class at least 3 to 5 days out of the week and pop in and check on your discussions and, be able to participate in the virtual lecture, which I'll be also talking about. So when you click on the syllabus, notice that the syllabus is actually embedded right here. And this is a Google document, and we're going to be working with Google, and where you can create your own syllabus in Google. What's interesting about that is if I make any changes online, it's reflected in the classroom because it is a link directly to Google. So it makes it, in my opinion, a little universal and timeless. So if I update it one place, I don't have to download it, update it, and then attach it or upload it again here. So we'll talk more about some practical applications of using Google Docs as long as they're accessible. So we'll have a good conversation about that. One of the things that I would also like to share with you is the modules can also be looked at from this view where you can collapse and expand them. And there's going to be 10 modules. Actually, a few more because I have the Start Here First separate along with the resources. Um, so that makes it more or less 11. The first week we really concentrate on our Start Here First, getting to know the classroom, really feeling comfortable. And then we also start to talk about some of the universal design in Canvas. So I'll probably open up this particular module very early on because I think most of you are already set up with the Start Here First. Then we're going to have some discussions. Discussions are going to be in lieu of what we would normally do in a face-to-face class, discuss lectures, materials, and things like that. I do want to show you when I click on settings and I go over to the student view, you have a very different view than what I just came from. But I think for the most part, you're going to be working in both views because not only are you going to be a student in this class, but you are also going to be developing content in your sandbox or your live class. It really doesn't matter to me as long as the activities are complete. There's times when some of our instructors like to create their assignments and they like to try them out live in a classroom. So we'll just see how that goes, and you tell me what's practical for you. I will give you directions on how to attach or provide me the information that it's been complete. I love the discussions, and I hope you do too. One of the things that I'm doing this semester that's different from the other semesters is first I'm opening up the final project and presentation right away so you can take a look at that. But I'm also providing some of the assignments right here for you to be able to see. And I've left them a little bit open only because you'll notice on my modules I don't have week 1, week 2, week 3. I'm trying to really work through a practical sequence of these activities in these modules so they kind of build on each other. So that's why I'm really looking forward to your feedback. The gradebook is always going to be open, and I try to grade everything within a 24-hour period or less. I'm alerted right away when I'm on my home page, and you'll see that too in your classes when activities have actually been completed. And then I love people because it shows us who's in the class. We have a quite robust and very active and enthusiastic students in the class this semester. Every semester really, but I'm really going to enjoy some of you that are coming back and also trying to satisfy the 3 courses for the learning, design, and technology skills attainment. And Confer Now is where we're going to have our weekly lectures, and you'll be able to click on a link. I'll show you in just a minute because in the student view, it does not show that correctly. Student support services is where you can go to the student support services on the Columbia College page and find some other links to a variety of places on our college website. So if I leave the student view and I go over here to Confer Now, and as I mentioned, we will have weekly Confer Now lecture sessions. They'll probably be on Monday from 6 to 7. And if you can't attend, the event recording will be in this tab and it will be archived for your convenience, because whether you come on live with us or you watch it after the fact, it's an assignment. So if you're there live, I just count you as participating. And if not, you get to watch it later, and then you're going to answer a special question for that particular week. So I hope to have some guest speakers that can really help us to dive in and understand the world of universal design, accessibility, and adaptive technology. It's going to be really important for you to be able to provide me some feedback. I've done a lot of research. I've carefully crafted all the activities to be hands-on, exciting, useful, and applicable, but I want you to tell me if that's true or not. So I look forward to having you in class, and if you need a sandbox to work in or you need a new sandbox, let me know. If you plan to use one of your old ones, that's fine. So I've opened this class up a few weeks before it officially starts, and I want you to feel free to come in, explore, get started on some of the items, and kind of take a peek ahead of what we're going to be doing. And I will be sending you out announcements each week, and I think you're going to really enjoy having this experience. We have a good group of students. All right, thanks. Looking forward to working with you.